I wanna be a star, wanna soar so far. I wanna be a superstar, a movie star, a singing star, a famous star, a super duper superstar.
Hi, my name is Deanna DeMarco, and I am directing Christmas Time in Rocketown. It's been quite a pleasure. Christmas Time in Rocketown is a show that goes beyond the hustle and bustle that Christmas has become. It stars a little boy named Matthew, and Matthew has stars in his eyes, and he wants to be a big old star, famous star, a singing star. Well, anyways, that's how the show opens. It opens with Matthew, and he's talking about how he wants to be a star, and his dad catches him. And he sends him to the North Pole to visit his grandpa, who is none other than Santa Claus. And we've got some great little elves. I heart our elves. They are so wonderful. They are just the best elves. And while he's there, he learns a thing or two. Meanwhile, we have Zoe, his little friend back home in Rocketown, who loves to shop till she drops. And she's a little material girl, and she just has her eyes on material things. So then there's the hustle and the bustle in the city, and we visit that because everything around the holidays just gets blown out of proportion, and everybody's like, honk, honk, get out of my way. This is how the transition happens. So you're in that crazy busy shopping center, and there's this girl, I'm going to play her, because she's kind of like me. The time, there isn't any time. And there's this guy, cool as a cucumber, who comes in and he's like, the time, you just need to unwind. And he is like, hey, settle down. And that's where the encouragement is like, whoa, you people are crazy. Anyway, there's this little bit, and it kind of introduces the next bit. Well, it goes like this. From 1,000,000 miles away, he was born to us that day, and all the people came, and none were turned away. One of our angels sings that, because he was in the shopping center, and he reveals that he's an angel, and then he's like, how about if you see it? And so then they take us to Bethlehem, and they show us a little piece of that, but not too much, because then we got to go and watch Zoe and her friends do some dances, and that's spectacular. And Zoe has a really wonderful moment with her mom. There's a really fun little bit where they sing a little song that is a song that me and my mom always sang during the holidays. Meanwhile, back at the North Pole, Matthew has to come back to town because he gets to be in the Christmas Day play after all. So he and Zoe are in the Christmas Day play, and they have just a wonderful time. And then, because they've had a change of heart, they do something different. Instead of opening their presents, they pack up their presents and give them away. Oh my. Christmas Time in Rocketown is about love on Christmas Day. That's what it's about, in a nutshell. So our cast has been working really hard and practicing, and we also play games at rehearsal. This is one such game. We were playing Freeze, and it's an improv game. And then we play other improv games too. And the reason we do improv is because it teaches our cast how to think on their feet, and if they go blank, that way they have something. They don't just go, oh, what do I do? And so that way, it's giving them skills that they can use not just in this play, but outside in the real world too. Because a lot of times, things will throw you out of your comfort zone, and you have to know what to say, or you have to pretend you do. So my dad and I are doing the music together. We have a lot of original songs. I did the lyrics for those, and then he's like taking them and doing the music part. And one of them is a song that is the song that opens the show, and it's about how Matthew wants to be a star. He wants to see his name shining in lights. And then we've got some other really cool songs. We've got the Elves Worrywart song, And it's like, don't be a silly little worry wart, don't sit and pout, and it's just like doo doo doo. And then there's, oh, my favorite scene is this city scene. At the city, there's this like, everything's real busy, and it's like dun 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 dun. It's just crazy. And then we've got some other traditional little numbers in there. So it's really a fun mix of original music, and it's been a really fun time getting to make music with my dad. We have not gotten to do that before in the past. And what's really unique about that is he lives in Portland and I'm in California, and like I think that's probably a 10-hour away difference or something crazy like that. So we've been making music long distance, so that's kind of fun. And how cool is it that like I get to make music with my dad? He's a music teacher over there, and so I sing and he plays instruments. He plays lots of instruments, and so I think it's a good combo. I don't want to tell people I sing. Maybe we could cut that part out. No Deanna singing in the video.
Christmas Time in Rocketown is an amazing show. It was written and directed by Deanna DeMarco, who's got an amazing amount of talent and heart. She has over 10 years experience in acting. She's been trained in LA. She's done work up and down the West Coast. And this community is very fortunate to have her here doing this show. People are going to want to come see this show, and we are not even charging admission for it. That's one thing that's going to be different about our show, is that people who don't normally, families that aren't able to afford to go out and take the whole family out and see a live theater show, they're going to be able to do it with our show, because we're going to do a canned food drive. Will be the admission. People can get in for a can of soup, and that's, we're going to donate that to the homeless shelters here in Chico, the Jesus Center, the Torres Shelter. There's other food banks around. And due to the fact that we're going to be giving back to the community through our canned food drives and not charging admission for the shows, that is one reason we really do need support of sponsors out there that are willing to step up and help us out with monetary donations, clothing that can be used for costuming donations, tools, materials for building sets. All that stuff is going to be needed to be able to do this community service show for our community at Christmas time, which is the best time to be giving. At I Heart Fish Productions, we start each of our production meetings in prayer, and we seek God's guidance, and we ask Him to use us as His instruments to bring forth His will in our lives, so that we can be just an overflowing of His love onto the community and the people and the lives that we're able to touch and reach out to through the devices God gives us, through theater, through media, through video. And that is our goal. That's our mission statement. That's what we want to do. We want to reach out to other people. We want to reach their lives. We want to be an impact of God's love on society.